Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Madcapper. This is another video on Raid Shadow Legends. Yep, guess what? It's again. We are going into the faction wars. We're gonna hit our first pair of bosses. I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit excited. I peed a little just thinking about it. We got no silver, so we might have to stop. I do have avenues to get silver. I just haven't gone through a gear cleanse, so I probably got about 50 million silver there, and I could do a little bit of crafting just to notch up the rest. But we also have some crafting we can do at the end of this video if you're interested in the craft side of things. I still have yet to get a banner, or I don't even know what these are, faction wars exclusive banner. But I also have some of my Chimera stuff, so we'll be able to run some of that as well. Who do I think I have? I think I have the better chance with Shadowkin. It's time for our first boss. Let's take a look at this boss. I've never fought one of these before. So, attacks one enemy will also attack one additional random enemy who is under 2 or more debuffs. So, we don't want debuffs. Decreases the initial target's turn meter by 35. Places 2 poisons on them. Attacks all enemies. Places poison sensitivity debuff and 3 poisons. Also decreases turn meter of all enemies by 50%. Removes all buffs from enemies. Increases the duration of all debuffs on all enemies by 1 turn. Will increase the duration of all debuffs of all enemies additional turn for each unique buff removed. So protected, very important. When attacked, 50% chance of placing HP burn. So you want blocks, but he's going to remove the with his A3. Oh, so I think I think Riho will be really good because she's got the block debuffs. She's also got a passive that'll cleanse herself. So she'll be able to take on that, cleanse, and then cleanse everyone else. High resistance might be a good hit. Why don't we find out what the resistance is over on hellhades.com. The raid stages tool is always a hot and beautiful a beautiful tool. We are in the Shadowkin hard, and we're going to go stage 7. So who cares about the waves? The main thing is the boss, level 280. His resistance is 355 accuracy needed for his resistance to 330. And his accuracy is 325, meaning you need a resistance of 430. So you need 355 accuracy and 430 resistance. And he's got two allies. So, okay, let me say that again. You need 355 accuracy and 430 resistance to be useful. Useful is a strong word. In the actual fights, there's no. You have to clear the stage at 100 turns, so we do want to have some. We want to have our hardest hitting. So I should probably bring in Jashiro. Epic wise, I mean, this is a case you just got to get through it. So I think someone like Taragi with a high resistance will be good. He'll be able to control some of the damage coming to him on that ally protect after the. So you'll have to just make sure the turns are good. I think Hotatsu is going to be really good. Of course, he puts the increased defense and continual heals. He's able to put in a decreased attack and a leech. That'll be really good for you. The damage might be the biggest problem. You do have Fenchi. Fenchi does pretty good damage. Norogo does pretty good damage. There are some good damage dealers here, but I don't think you have any like crazy good damage dealers. Gembo, I don't know how he. I really feel like he's underwhelming in this scenario, though overall he does some pretty good damage. But for me, we want to give ourselves success. I could bring in 2 of these. Right? Because then if one can cleanse before, one can cleanse after. Oh, we still got to fight these guys. Oops. We still got to fight these sons of guns. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm going to use hers, but not his. And we're going to take out the ads because the ads are always bad. And so I'll use that to block off you. We'll do some damage here. So she didn't use, she used her A2 first, which is the poison. So blocking was good. I see that, but at least this way we're getting that decreased attack. We can reduce there. I don't want to use that one until after because she's going to strip. We also do have some... Well, how much damage can you even do? Oh, she does pretty good damage. So here should be this... Oh, it's a single attack. Still hasn't used her ability here. They're both going to be available, so I'm going to use this one now to heal us up. We're fine. Here it comes here. There it is. So there it's gone. But I didn't have any debuffs on me, so she wasn't able to increase any debuffs. This is pretty easy. Yeah. We're fine. We'll kill her right away here. I mean, I have some uniquely strong champions that make this so much easier. But there you go. 3 stars. First one down. Feeling pretty good. I can't believe we only get 3 Spiteful Remains out of that. 97 to go on the epic. But we did get a blue. We got a blue. I don't know what that means. I can't remember. It's a higher cap on it. A 6-star blue, though, is very strong. So there you go. First boss fight under wraps. Why don't we keep going here? Now we're back on plus stun. We're back on the fun. All right, let's go debuffs, stun, hide. She's got a stun. Technically, she's free to play. Your epic of note will be Berenguer. He has this AoE, which is a 60% on a 3-turn cooldown. That's pretty reasonable, and someone I'll probably bring in. I feel like I've already done stun debuffs, and now we're just doing 15 instead of 10. That's a thing, right? And he's still got his gear. Ooh, I stole some of his gear. So let's go in and fix him real quick here. No, I haven't. I decided to keep him that slow. Okay, so the biggest thing is, and I'm gonna take a look at these just because I'm curious about it. If I go to stage 8, we're looking at pretty high stats. I don't know if these are right. So if I go to stage 6, the accuracy needed was 310, 320, 325. There's a couple that had a little bit higher. Now I go to stage 8 and the accuracies needed are 350, 370. 370 is the biggest accuracy. So I have to make sure that now my stun champion has 370. We were kind of doing 350 before, which obviously was working, but now we're at 370. So that's a key point, is all your debuffers need to be 370. All right, let's go with this. This is take 2. Take 1. You got to watch it. I kill people too quickly. I'm actually going to take... I don't want to take Shiro because he makes this thing so much quicker. We're not going to use Berenguer. He's fine. He works fine. It's not a 100% chance. I got to get 15 stuns, and I kill him too quickly otherwise. So we are going to go with this iteration instead. Forgive me. Or forgive me. We hope for the basic resist not to occur. Now we're going to attack this son of a gun. We actually are going to reset now because it's her cooldown that we care about. We don't care about anyone else's. And boom, everyone's dead. Okay. Now she's going to be reset, so we're going to come in and we're going to do the same thing over again. And we'll see at the end, and I'll tell you, obviously, how it's going to go. Very easy for me using Lady Mikage if you have her. I would think, now I guess it all depends on RNG, but I would think that by the time you're hitting hard mode, many of you will have Lady Mikage. You'll just have to cycle. It's a relatively slow cooldown. I used the reset on round 1 that you saw, stunned on round 2, and then I used A1s to kill people to bring her back to reset because obviously now Yumiko... I have 2 Yumikos. I could have brought 2 of them in instead of Riho. I didn't need Riho for this fight. Probably didn't even need Harima for this fight. Shiro could kill everyone by himself, but pretty easy fight. Oh, I haven't done my extra. Oh my god. I'll be right back. All right, stage 9. We have Sachi. She's in a provoke set. This is going to... Where are you, Sachi? Come here. So we have Taragi. He's going to have a percentage chance. Which increases for each debuff. So if you can get a lot of debuffs out, you're only going to help your cause with him. Sachi has an A1 AoE, which has a chance to decrease accuracy, but more importantly, she is in a provoke set, which is going to help us with our provokes. I think this is just the best way to do this. There are other champions that have AoEs, but not. There's not a lot. Actually, I say that, and then there's not champions who have AoEs on their A1. So that's a filter that you can't filter out. Just trust me. I'm sure there's others. Let me know in the comments down below if there's another. Oboe technically has an AoE if the target's under 4 or more debuffs. So you can use those debuffs to improve his taunt, and then you can use her with the stun set. There's ways, but let's do this. Let's do this way. The big one here is we've got 2 annoying champions. We're gonna tank these poisons. I'm gonna move her into stuns just so they don't get a turn. Hopefully, good. And then we should be able to get no stuns out of that. So that's good. We didn't want stuns anyway. Or taunts, I mean. Boom. We got 3 there. Let's heal everyone up. We got 1 there, so we're up to 4. Might as well kill her. Take one of the annoying out of the battle. We also want to get rid of this guy if we can. Get some cooldowns reset. Thank God for that sleep. Hey, there's the big win. 8. The Super 8. I think we can move on now. All right. See you on the other side. This seems to be working well. There's a lot of RNG involved. Like getting locked out, so having a reho is very nice. Anyway, I'll be back on the other side. Yeah, pretty easy selection. Just be mindful of how much damage you're doing, so that you can cycle through. I bring in someone like Toshiro, you can do such ridiculous damage, specifically with his A3. So you want to really be mindful of how much damage you're bringing into fights, based on whatever your gear is and whichever champions you have. Taragi is going to do best if you make sure you get debuffs out there. Mikage stunning just helps control the battle in between those resets. And Sachi with that AoE A1 in a stun set is a no-brainer. So with that said, I think arguably probably going to be a harder one for us. The Demonspawn. Oh, we got ranks. We got 15 rank charms. Okay. This one, 100 stage. So it's going to be the same sort of deal as the other one. I don't know if it's the same boss. Yeah. So this one's a little bit tough because I don't have that same the Riho cleanse. We're definitely going to use our Duchess for survivability. And we've got some really good damage. I think he's still got his full gear on if he does. Yep. So we're not doing any control here. So I just want to bring in survivors and heavy hitters, I think. Maybe we want some control champions. What do we have for control champions that we could use? I just got Lamisal. Or yeah, but I haven't booked her yet. Yeah, she's got some nice stuff. I do believe I want to use her. She's immune to sheep. She ain't no sheep. She's the shepherd. She looks cool. I do like the look of her. I mean, I can bring him in for the HP burns. This is a good trio. I still feel like I want to bring her in. The key here is she's got you again. Let's go to the tools. And now we're in the, where are you? Demonspawn, hard stage 7. You're looking at accuracies in the 355, 365, 375. Oh, pardon, 375 accuracy needed to 95% lock him out. So keep that in mind. Countess also looks. No, she's not missing something. I just didn't build her very well. I didn't build her capped. I think it's just because I use her for her turn meter control. All right, stage 7, Demonspawn, take 2. Didn't have enough survivability the first time. Those HP burns can really eat into you. I'm bringing in Sishia now. As she's built, she's pretty killable, but I do have a revive, and then bringing with her is going to bring a lot of heals and survivability. That's where Volcanos comes into play. Those HP burns was absolutely dominating. All right, so we're going to hide. We're going to get some protection debuffs too. That's good. We're going to get some AoEs. Unfortunately, because we used her in the second round, we're going to have to cycle through a bit, which isn't fun. But here is where we'll get to be able to throw those increased defenses up. Tax one enemy, tax all enemies. Oh, we don't have any HP burns yet. We'll just start killing these. Okay, she's got a 1-turn block on. See, that's why that's going to come in handy, is those continuous heals. We can also just get rid of them because she's got that ability, which is nice. Once we kill him, these blocks will go away. There we go. Now we just hit. Now she can't do anything this turn. That's fine. Again, she's going to put a continuous heal out there, and here's where we'll have some opportunity. We're going to get some HP burns, so that's a little scary. But we should be able to get that decreased defense out. We didn't. Not quite sure why it didn't do it, but see, there's some death going on. This is where it gets a little scary. So hopefully we can just kill. No. Oh, she still got 1 turn on that. Can he just kill him? Okay, good. There you go, 3-star. A little bit scary again. We did get another 6-star blue. This one's HP, so that's going to give us a higher cap possibility. I'm going to save those up until we have a few of them and we really have some champions that we want to push. Let's go on to the next round here. This one, HP burn debuffs. Well, I think we just keep the same team here. No need to break up the band. So we're going to hide everyone. In this case, we don't want to kill everyone. Okay, yeah. Cheshire, you had one thing to do, and that's just not kill everyone. I don't know how to do that. I know what I'll do. No invisibility for him. That's the safety valve. There we go. Okay, now we're going to put out the HP burns. We missed one, so she doesn't get her extra, which is too bad. Removes all debuffs from all his heals. Oh, we can do that just so we don't have that HP burn on us. We're going to get a ton of... I don't know... We're up to 6, so obviously his ability is going to... Yeah, so those HP burns are going up with those buffs. We're up to 11 already. I do like that. Can we just kill them? No, now we can't kill them. Now we can't one-shot them. They can all one-shot him. Now we can go invisible. Oh, except for he's blocked, of course. I think this goes through everything, so we can just kill you. That's fine. Gets all the debuffs off him. Oh, I forgot it was an AoE. Oh well. Not that big of a deal. We'll bring you back up, kitty. Just in time for an AoE. Can you guys leave me alone? All right. We will see. The HP burn with this team Not a problem. I forgot to talk about epics. We'll take a look. I think this is in the area where you're going to start needing some legendary help, but we'll find out soon. All right. Yeah, another easy one. A little bit of a pain in the butt just to make sure I got all the HP burns out. Volcanos is an absolute cheat code because every time they got all buffers and he just puts HP burns out because he's in a whole team, right? So he's getting the full kit. Epics, I mean, same with regular HP burn. There are epics with HP burn, but there's a lot of kind of what's the word? Conditional. Where's HP burn? Where's the heart? There it is. Hide. So, I mean, you've got Akoth the Seared, who does put out HP burns, but it's such a small chance. But increases 20% for each alive enemy. So the first time you're going to get it out there for sure. You've got Gorlos, who has an HP burn here. Attacks one enemy. And then there's a conditional on that, but not with the HP burn. We've got a Chak, who's probably your best bet because he'll freeze anyone who's in trouble, who will trouble you otherwise. We'll put some HP burn out there for on the non-attackers. So you'll get some there. So you can bring them in. I would also figure, I would also figure like Drexstar is a free, you should have, if you're doing hard mode and you don't have Drexstar yet, get Drexstar. Like that's going to be your HP burn. But if you have the cheat code Volcanos along with another HP burner, it's going to be quite easy. In fact, I would argue on that stage, didn't really even need the HP burn champion. He could have done it all himself because there were so many buffs on the other side dropping those burns. So next up is 9, our final one of the video. And what do we have here but bomb? Again with the bomb. This is always the worst. How many do we got to kill? Defeat 10 enemies with bomb debuffs. This is a... All right, this is like a take 3. We have a problem in that Plarium, they're dicks. So Jinwang removes all crowd control at the start of each enemy or ally turn and puts up a buff, a block debuffs, or a block buffs debuff, a block debuffs buff for one turn as his passive. And it's on a 6-turn cooldown. So after we get through that, we're fine. So we have to be even sneakier here, I guess. We have 2 different conditions. One, Jinwon, if you put any sort of crowd control, as soon as anyone takes a turn, he removes that crowd control and puts a block buffs. Or block debuffs, sorry, on his team. Also, Elva cleanses. So we need to be able to block his block while also stopping her from cleansing, which means we have to kill her before she takes a turn, which is pretty phenomenal. However, we are going to try... We're going to try this. And that's going to lock everyone's passives out. And in this case, we got the actives too. So that's good. Now we should be able to drop the bombs. We should be able to provoke everyone. Be able to drop more bombs. And the first initial bombs, he's got a talent to stop. Take some hits there. We got 1, we got 2 deaths. That's good. He didn't quite die from the bombs. He's got more bombs on, though. We'll do you. Is he ever going to take another turn? There. He's got opportunity to drop some bombs there. There we got 3. I mean, this is pretty crazy to have to do this like this. There, his block, which is fine. God, we got to get 10. I'm going to kill him before he... No. No! 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 I can't. I can't stop that. All right. I hate you, Jinwon. I'll let you know how this goes. This is our only chance. This was, without a doubt, the most difficult one so far. By far. The fact that you've only got 3 bombers, a rare, an epic, and a legendary, if you could bring in multiples, you can't kill them. You have to kill them with the bomb, so you can't do too much damage. The way we ended up going about it is we had Prince Kymar for resets to first and second round. We wanted to get most of our debuffs in there. Carnage had to lock out both Jinwon and the active abilities of Elva on the first round. After that, we could kind of work around it, although the first 2 rounds I got it, the third round I didn't. Carnage is locking people out. He has to spread. He's putting the Doom or whatever the other thing is on him. Magnar's doing damage, but not enough damage to kill them so that Lord Shazar's bombs will take them out, and that's how we were able to do it. I took out the what's his name, Soul Drinker, because it's a 3-turn bomb, and he can reduce those with his A1 and A2, but you can't get back around because the Jinwon will just take away passive. So it was hard to, I guess, if you didn't have Lord Shazar, you'd have to bring in Umbral Enchantress. You'd have to have Carnage to still lock out Jinwon, and then you can taunt, and then you can hold people that way while you work down the timers on those bombs. But man, oh man, this one was tough. I probably went 25 times to get it. I made it to the third round lots of times with 8 or 9 bombs and just didn't feel like I was at the point where I could get that last bomb kill. I was going to kill them before that, so I had to restart. But we did get it. We're through. Wow, that was a doozy. That one's a doozy there. If you make it through there, congratulations. Let me know if there's a different mode you did. I think if I timed my speeds around my Kymar a little differently, I still don't know how to get past Jinwon. Maybe maybe Kutraxa to kill. I think I could make her hard enough to kill Jinwon without debuffs, or maybe I'd have to bring in a debuffer. Ugh. And then if you kill Jinwon and then you lock out, and then you've got 4 champions, 4, 8, 12. If you can somehow cycle that by putting enough bombs out there with Shazar, and then also with Kymar to reset, but then he's got a 5-turn cooldown on his reset, so that takes forever to get to the next. I don't know of too many other ways outside of Carnage for that, unless, like, let's just take a look, because I'm flabbergasted on how crazy that is, especially if you don't have bomb. Now, is this one of the ones that's a bomber? Puts the targets. So this could be helpful. Block active skills. This is really good because this will hold out your Elva. But again, you're looking at a mythical champion. Scored here doesn't see. What I'd like to see is someone who does go first or get turns and that sort of thing. Single ally, but it's a revive. Some speed would be good, but I don't see anything that's going to help you. Block passive skills. There's another block passive skills, so that would be helpful as long as he doesn't kill Jinwon. I could have probably also taken Cheshire, backed off his damage a bit. That would have helped. Yeah, there's a lot of different things going on here. I guess, if you have to do multiple cycles to get it to happen, you bring in Wither for survivability. But man, oh man, oh man. And keep in mind, the only other 2, Soul Drinker, it's a 3-turn cooldown. So if you have multiple Soul Drinkers, because this decreases by 1 turn and this decreases by 1 turn. So if you have multiple Soul Drinkers, conceivably that's the only other way. Or you bring in, is it Malbranch? I think it's Malbranch. Who has a 70-85% chance of placing a bomb on 3 turns as well. So, and this will decrease. So you can bring in multiple Malbranches to try to detonate the bombs quicker. The 2 ways is to get more than 2 bombs. You have to get more than 2 bombs. If you have 2 large Shazars, you've won. You put Lord Shazar, 2 Lord Shazars out there, you use them both, and then you reset with Kymar, and they all explode, and you live happily ever after. Everything outside of that, I just don't see an easy way through here. Other than, yeah, just lockout skills. Scion might actually be useful. It hurts my soul to say it, but man, oh man, heal reduction, block buffs, block active skills on the Elva. That's going to be useful. It's a 30% chance. So let's not get too excited, right? But it's something. It's anything. There are debuff spreads available. So if I would have, if you have Carnage, where is it? Is it the A2? No. Okay, the seal is not what I'm thinking of. Whenever an enemy hits a champion, 50% chance to counterattack. Okay, with each debuffs. There's a spread, yeah. Each hit this champion deals from skills has a 50% chance of applying a debuff spread, taking 1 random debuff. So, this is another way to make it happen. If you have Carnage and Shazar, because Shazar's got 1 turns, and then you can use a skill. So in this case, I'd have to make my Shazar faster than my Carnage. So my Shazar puts it out, then my Carnage puts his A3 out with a 50-50 chance of also spreading. But you kind of want this active skills to be spread because that's how you lock out Elva. So if you don't do that and you get the bombs, then you're going to have another lockout champion to lock her out or to somehow otherwise stop her from doing her thing, like maybe an Umbral. I guess there's a lot of ways to finagle your way around, but I think at the end of the day, you need Shazar and you need Carnage or maybe Calico. But honestly, Carnage is the one, and a Kymar to reset. Yeah, or a Helicath to survive until you can. If you have Shazar, I probably made life harder on myself because I really should have just had Shazar put out the bombs, dumb down Cheshire so he takes him to a quarter health, and then it would have been an easy thing. The only thing you got to worry about is weak hits from Shazar. But anyway, took forever. We got it. We finally got that down, so we're ready to go. Let's finish this off by jumping into some relic crafting. We have some crafting. Let's see if we can actually get the banner group here. I think we did. No, we didn't. We got another standard. I should buy a lottery ticket because that's every time I've hit the standard, and it's a 50-50 chance times the 5 times I've done this now. It's crazy. Anyway, whatever. Let's see if we can get something good here. Look at that 99. You filthy. That's just dirty. Again, standard. Oh no, this is the Chimera. We did get the Chimera. It looked like it zipped out and it tells you what it is, but then it's not. So we did get a Chimera one here. Orbit Transfixion. I don't think I've had this one before either. Whereas a 10% chance to steal 1 random buff when attacking a target cannot be resisted. Occurs once per skill. Ooh. I mean, it's only 10%. I wish it went up. Anyway. All right. That was not terrible. And last chance here. Give me a gold. Nope. Give me the worst. Okay. Well, there we go. We'll keep plugging away. We'll see you again tomorrow for another batch of how frustrated can I get at this game. And so far the boss has been pretty tame, but I suspect that will not be the case as we move forward. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Please be kind, be safe, and we'll see you in the next video.